Hello everyone, welcome to Aspire Academy. Today we are going to deal with the subtopic that is pregnancy, embryonic development and parturition. So this is the part of the chapter human reproduction. It is class 12 topic. Okay, so we'll move on. As we have just in the previous lecture, we have studied about fertilization and implantation. How the eggs and the sperm cells get fused and fertilization has took place. उसके बाद implantation होगा. Okay, now the embryonic development. So all this process will be continuing in the step by step process. Okay, so we'll see that pregnancy is the state of carrying so this is the process of carrying a developing embryo or fetus. Okay, after fertilization, implantation hua. Okay, so this is the process of carrying developing embryo or fetus within the female body from conception till birth. So it is a process from conception till the birth. Okay, so placenta kya hai? What is the placenta? We can say it is an intimate concentration between the fetus and the uterine wall. ठीक है, मदर के यूटेराइन वॉल और फीटस के बीच का एक कनेक्शन है. ओके, so we can see here the exchange of the materials are taking place between the mother and the fetus. So it plays a very important role during the pregnancy. After implantation क्या होता है? Chorionic villi appear. Okay, so chorionic villi appears on the trophoblast. Okay, as we have seen the outermost जो है फर्टिलाइजेशन के समय हमने देखा था ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. ओके, इट इज सराउंडेड बाय यूटेराइन टिश्यू एंड मैटरनल ब्लड. ओके, सो दिस ट्रोफोब्लास्ट में क्या रहेंगे? मैटरनल ब्लड एंड द यूटेराइन टिश्यू. सो दैट दिस इज दी वी कैन सी प्लासेंटा पार्ट ये है जो कि फीटस और मदर के यूटेराइन वॉल में कनेक्शन प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. एंड दिस इज द होल फीटस, डेवलपिंग फीटस. ओके, now umbilical cord is there. Now we'll see how the process goes on and what does the chorionic villi and uterine tissue jointly form the placenta. So just we have seen that trophoblast is surrounded by uterine tissues and the chorionic villi. और together क्या बनाता है? Placenta बनाता है. Placenta क्या है? It is a structural and the functional unit between the developing embryo and the maternal body. Simply we can mark between the मदर बॉडी एंड द एम्ब्रियो के बीच में एक फंक्शनल यूनिट है, कनेक्शन है. द डेवलपिंग एम्ब्रियो ऑब्टेन ऑल द न्यूट्रिशन. ओके, और द ऑक्सीजन एंड द वेस्ट आर आल्सो रिमूव्ड. जितने भी मेटाबॉलिक वेस्ट है वो भी रिमूव्ड होते हैं बाय द मींस ऑफ दिस प्लासेंटा. ओके, व्हेन वी विल कम टू द डायग्राम, टू दिस डायग्राम वी कैन सी हियर विद द हेल्प ऑफ प्लासेंटा क्या है? एक विलाई लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है विच वी कॉल इट कोरियोनिक विलाई. ठीक है, जिसको कोरियोनिक विलाई बोलते हैं. इसी चीज का मैग्निफाइड व्यू आपको यहाँ दिखाया जा रहा है. ओके, तो मान लो ये मदर का ब्लड वेसल है. ठीक है, और ये फीटस का ब्लड वेसल है. तो फीटस के ब्लड वेसल और मदर के ब्लड वेसल के बीच में आप देख रहे हो देयर इज द प्लासेंटा which helps the connection, which helps in the exchange of the material. चाहे वो ऑक्सीजन हो, न्यूट्रिएंट हो, चाहे वो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट भी हो. इस जिस तरह से न्यूट्रिएंट ऑक्सीजन इज एब्सॉर्ब्ड बाय द फीटस फ्रॉम द मदर बॉडी, फ्रॉम द मदर्स ब्लड वेसल्स. ठीक है, उसी तरह से वेस्ट भी डिफ्यूजन के प्रोसेस से ब्लड वेसल्स के थ्रू एक्सचेंज होंगे. ओके, सो फुल्ली फॉर्म्ड प्लासेंटा, जो फुल डेवलप प्लासेंटा होता है, इट इज रेडिश ब्राउन डिस्क. ओके, रेडिश ब्राउन डिस्क लाइक है. You can see here reddish brown दिख रहा है, disc like, and the placenta is connected to the embryo through a umbilical cord. तो यहाँ पे umbilical cord है, placenta देख रहे हो और fetus के बीच में जो connection है. ओके, so whole placenta और fetus यहाँ पे connection आप देख सकते हो umbilical cord का है. ओके, so umbilical cord क्या करने वाला है? It help in the transport of the substance. ओके, transport of the substance टू एंड फ्रॉम द एम्ब्रियो, मतलब मदर से एम्ब्रियो तक, एम्ब्रियो से मदर तक. सो एक्सचेंज ऑफ द मटेरियल गोज ऑन. ओके, सो वट एवर द न्यूट्रिएंट्स, ऑक्सीजन जो कि रिक्वायर्ड होगा एम्ब्रियो को, तो मदर से एम्ब्रियो तक जाएगा. जो वेस्ट है, मेटाबॉलिक वेस्ट होगा जो भी एम्ब्रियो का, इट विल बी टेकन ऑफ थ्रू द अम्बिलिकल कॉर्ड टू द मदर. ओके, So in this way the placenta helps in the exchange of the material. और इसमें भी आप देख सकते हो placenta में जो it is a functional unit, okay, of the developing embryo and the maternal body. Functional unit है. Now we'll come to the function of the placenta in detail. All the nutritive element from the maternal body, ठीक है, maternal blood, that means mother के blood से जितना भी nutrition है, it passes into the fetus through this placenta. Oxygen passes from the maternal blood to the fetal blood through placenta. Okay, placenta secrete करता है बहुत सारे hormones. We can see the hormones: estrogen, progesterone, human chorionic gonadotropin hormone, human chorionic somato, ठीक है, somato mammotrophin, that is a human placental lactogen also. अब आप देख सकते हो आप chorionic thyrotropin hormone also. Okay, then chorionic corticotropin and relaxin hormone. So here the most important: estrogen, progesterone, HCG, जो कि human chorionic gonadotropin, okay, relaxin, corticotropin, all these varieties of hormones are secreted by the placenta, which helps in the easy development of the embryo. Okay, so we can see this is again another view of this placenta. Same placenta है ये, which is reddish brown, reddish in color, and यहाँ पे blood vessels mother के है और इधर fetus का है. And this is a umbilical cord जो कि connect जो कि यहाँ पे fetus के blood vessels को, ठीक है, it will take inside, and there is fetal vein, fetal artery जो कि blood को exchange करने में help करेगा. Okay, so in this way this is chorionic villi will be present inside. ठीक है, ये जो villi है वो इसके अंदर present है placenta के अंदर, so that placenta fetus के साथ और mother के साथ connection maintain करे. What is the role of HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin hormone? So this stimulate and maintain the corpus luteum to secrete progesterone until the end of the pregnancy. So after ovulation, estrogen से ज्यादा आपको अब क्या डिमांड होता है? प्रोजेस्टेरॉन फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द एम्ब्रियो. तो डेवलपमेंट में ये प्रोजेस्टेरॉन काम करता है. तो HCG क्या करेगा? इट स्टिमुलेट एंड मेंटेन द कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम टू सिक्रीट, मतलब कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम विल सिक्रीट प्रोजेस्टेरॉन, बट स्टिमुलेट कौन करेगा इसे? HCG. Okay, so HCG stimulate the growth of the mammary gland during the pregnancy, and relaxin is the another hormone which facilitate parturition. And HCG, HPL, human, ठीक है, prolactin. So ये सारे क्या करने वाले? ये सब hormones, relaxin, these produced in the women only during the pregnancy, and these are the important hormones which are secreted by the placenta. Now we'll come to embryonic development. We know that these hormones are going to help in the development of the embryo, but how the development goes on? So embryo किस तरह से from 1 month embryo 2 months. So in this way the finally 8 to 9 month embryo का जो development होता है किस तरह से होता है? Immediately after implantation, fertilization के बाद, implantation के बाद, now after implantation the inner cell mass, ठीक है, inner cell जो mass होता है, ठीक है, inner cell mass differentiate into the outer layer. तो outer layer क्या हो जाएगा? ectoderm हो जाएगा. ठीक है, outer layer is ectoderm and the inner layer will be endoderm. ठीक है, outer ecto and endoderm ये differentiation होता है. cell mass का जो cell content है वो differentiate करते हैं, and a mesoderm soon appear. तो endoderm, ठीक है, endo and this is endo, और इसके बीच में जो dermal layer एक डेवलप होने वाला है, सो दिस इज मेसोडर्म. 3, बिकॉज वी आर ह्यूमन, क्या है? वी आर मेड अप ऑफ 3 जर्मिनल लेयर, ट्रिप्लोब्लास्ट होते हैं. सो दीज 3 जर्म लेयर गिव राइज टू ऑल द टिश्यू एंड द ऑर्गन्स इन द एडल्ट. ठीक है, टिश्यूज एंड ऑर्गन का डेवलपमेंट इसी डर्मल लेयर से होने वाला है. ओके, सो द जर्म लेयर आर फॉर्म्ड बाय द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक मूवमेंट ऑफ द सेल. सेल में मूवमेंट हो रहा है, दीज सेल्यूलर मूवमेंट आर नोन एज मॉर्फोजेनेटिक मूवमेंट. जब सेल या टिश्यूज डेवलप करेंगे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स को, ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज मॉर्फोजेनेटिक मूवमेंट. ओके, now we'll see what is gastrulation. What does it helps in? Firstly, transformation of the blastocyst into गैस्ट्रुला मतलब ब्लास्टोसिस्ट जब गैस्ट्रुला में चेंज होगा with the primary germ layer by rearrangement of the cell, that is known as gastrulation. Okay, so blastocyst will transform to gastrula with the primary germ layer and the rearrangement, so that is gastrulation. The inner cell mass contain the certain cells, they are known as the cell mass. के अंदर क्या हो रहा है, स्टेम सेल है, ठीक है, इनर सेल मास है जिसके अंदर क्या है, स्टेम सेल है, ओके, which have the potential to give rise to the all the tissues and organ. And we know stem cell जो है it can develop into whole new organism भी बन सकता है, ये बनाएगा टिश्यू भी, organs बनाएगा, and the final the organism can be developed. So the growing embryo or the fetus develop four membrane, जो growing develop और the developing embryo उनके ऊपर एक 4 layered membrane होगा, that is known as extra embryonic or even we can call it fetal membrane. Okay, developing embryo के ऊपर जो 4 layer है, that is the embryonic extra embryonic membrane or simply fetal membrane. So these, what are these layer? ये 4 layer कौन कौन से है, chorion, amnion, allantosis and yolk sac. So these are the different layers. We'll come to see that. Now we'll see what is chorion. Okay, so chorion, what is? It completely surrounds the embryo and protects it. Chorion का क्या role है? Will surround the embryo. We can see this is here the different layers are being shown. Okay, chorionic villi is present over here. Okay, यहाँ पे है umbilical cord, placenta, the central one. Okay, so here chorion, the outermost, this circular pathway. Okay, ये है chorion. Okay, so it surrounds the whole embryo. ये क्या करने वाला है? Surround कर रहा है whole embryo. Okay, and then protects it. It take part in the formation of placenta. Placenta में इस chorion का भी role रहता है. Amnion, what is amnion? We can see this yellowish line innermost में जो है, ठीक है? This one, this yellowish line here, you can see this is amnion. Okay, so amnion is a space between the embryo and the amnion. Okay, so this simply the space between the embryo and the amnion is known as amniotic cavity. So this is will be presented with the amniotic fluid. Okay, so the space between the embryo, इस embryo का जो space है और जो amnion का, ठीक है, that is amniotic cavity. It is filled with a clear watery fluid. So what is this amniotic fluid? Amniotic cavity में जो fluid होगा, it will be clear watery fluid secreted by the both embryo and the membrane. Okay. Now the embryo is suspended in the amniotic cavity. तो embryo जो है इस amniotic cavity में है. Amniotic fluid जो देख रहे हो, ठीक है, this is the fluid filled cavity. Okay, so here the embryo will be placed and it will be held together properly by the help of this umbilical cord. Umbilical cord की मदद से ही ये amniotic fluid में जो fetus है वो properly. So embryo is suspended in the amniotic cavity by the umbilical cord. The amniotic fluid, what is its role? To prevent desiccation. किसी तरह से कोई damages ना हो embryo को, and act as a protective cushion. ये जो fluid है ये cushion का काम कर रहा है, and that absorb all the shock absorbent का काम कर रहा है. This amniotic fluid, it is a clear watery fluid. Okay. Now, what is the another amnion? Chorion is the two different layer, and the third one is allantosis. What is allantosis? It's a sac-like structure. Okay, allantosis क्या है? It's a sac-like structure. Okay, which arises from the gut of the embryo near the yolk sac. So this here, यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो, this one, the yolk sac. Okay, so the sac-like structure which arises from the gut of the embryo, that is near the yolk sac. यहाँ पे allantosis होगा. Okay, and in human, the allantosis is very small and non-functional except for furnishing blood vessels to the placenta. सिर्फ blood vessels provide करेगा placenta को, otherwise it is non-functional. Now the yolk sac. The yolk sac is non-functional in the human. Okay, human में जो yolk sac है उसका size बहुत reduced होता है and it is non-functional in human being except that it is functional at the site of the blood cells formation. जहाँ पे blood cells formation हो उस समय ये active रहेंगे yolk sac. Otherwise it is non-functional in the human, but like in the eggs, chick's egg, it is functional. Now, what is organogenesis? That means organs ka banna, organs ka development. Okay, so it is the formation of organs and the tissues in the embryo. So as after fertilization, zygote जो बना उसमें that embryonic development में क्या होता है? The different process goes on. Okay. Different layers has been formed. अब क्या होगा? Organs बनने start होंगे. So in human being, after 1 month, the embryo's heart is formed. Just 1 month के बाद heart बनना शुरू होगा. The first sign of the growing fetus may be the noise that will be heard by the stethoscope, that the doctors can feel it. Stethoscope से sound को hear कर सकते हैं. And by the end of the 2nd month, the fetus develop limbs and digits, fingers, toes will be formed by the end of 2nd month. And 1st month के end तक आप देख रहे हो, ठीक है? In the beginning of the 1st month, ठीक है, embryo develop heart. And by the end of 12 weeks, most of the major organ systems are formed. ज़्यादातर respiratory, digestive, excretory. So all this major जो systems है, these are formed at the end of 12 weeks. Okay, that means around 3 months. Okay, for example, the muscles, bone, limbs, external genital organs, these are well developed by the end of 12 weeks. That's 3 months. So we can see 3 germinal layers से बने हैं humans: endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. Okay, what is the work of this ectoderm? Ecto, that means outer exterior one है, ठीक है? ये काम क्या करेगा? Nervous system की formation में help करेगा and skin. Mesoderm will help in muscles formation, skeletons development, kidney बनेगा mesoderm से and reproductive system also from this mesoderm. Endoderm का role होगा endocrine gland बनाना, lungs, digestive tract, liver. Okay, so different role has been given to the different layers. Okay, ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. These are going to form the different organs. Now, the first movement of the fetus and the appearance of the hairs on the head are usually observed during the 5th month. Okay. Now, by the end of about 24 weeks, जब 24 week हो जाए, the end of the 2nd trimester, the body is covered with fine hairs, eyelids, ये सब भी develop होते हैं, but उनको development में at least 24 week लग जाते हैं, ठीक है? And even eyelashes get separated and formed, and this is the legal limit for abortion in most of the circumstances. So after the end of the 9 months of the pregnancy, the fetus is fully developed and it is ready to be delivered. Now, what is parturition? Parturition is the act of expelling the fetus, full term young fetus जो कि पूरी तरह से develop हो चुका है, उसे expel करना, okay, from the mother's uterus at the end of the gestation. So what is the gestation period? We can mark it is a whole length of the time from the conception and birth. Okay, conception से birth तक, and it is completed in about 266 days near about approx. The process of parturition is induced in the mother by what? The nervous system, hormones. The nervous system and hormone coordination maintain करते हैं and they help in the parturition. Okay. So here we'll see the different stages of parturition, extension, how the full developed fetus is ready to be delivered. Okay. So rotations of the heads goes on. So in this way, the step-by-step process is being carried. So what is the stage of parturition? Parturition could be different stages में बांटे गए हैं. The first stage is known as the stage of dilation. It is the time from the onset of the labor pain to complete dilation of the cervix. So here, this is the initial phase and the active phase over here, dilation stage. Okay, so dilation of the cervix and amnion, that is the amniotic fluid. Okay, so amnion, we have seen amniotic cavity में जो fluid था, that amnion burst, releasing amniotic fluid. Okay, Now the signal, अब ये amniotic fluid जब it get released, its signals originate from, तो इस चीज का जो signal जो है it develop from the full developed fetus. When the fetus is fully developed, तो तब इस चीज का we can say the signal comes and the placenta induce mild uterine contraction. जब fetus पूरी तरह से develop हो जाता तब इसका signal for the parturition, it comes from the fetus side, and due to that the uterine contraction take place, so that is known as fetal ejection reflex. Okay, so this you can see the full developed fetus is there. Okay, and now it is ready to be released. So this trigger and releases the, अब जैसे ये full fledged fetus का development हो गया, signals चला गया है, ठीक है, uterine contraction हो गए, so it triggers and releases oxytocin hormone. यहाँ पे oxytocin जो है वो बहुत important role play करेगा from the maternal pituitary gland. मदर के पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड से एक हार्मोन रिलीज होंगे which causes severe uterine contraction. So ये uterine contraction में कौन help कर रहा है? This oxytocin hormone, and cervix fully dilates. Okay. Now the second stage, that is known as the stage of expulsion. So during this stage, the fetus is pushed out of the uterus, usually head first, and it is followed by the rest of the body. Okay, so the fetus is expelled from the uterus by the combined force of the uterine contraction and the contraction of the muscles of the abdominal wall. So uterine contraction together with abdominal wall contraction helps in the parturition, and umbilical cord of the fetus is being clipped once the baby is being breathing normally. Okay. Now, the third stage, that is placental stage. It is a time after the delivery until the placenta or after the birth has been expelled, okay, by a powerful uterine contraction. Now, the placental stage, that is the third stage, contraction of the blood vessels will take place because the fetus has already been delivered. Okay, so contraction of the blood vessels of the uterus with the supply, which supply the placenta. Now, umbilical cord is cut close the baby's navel. Yes, we know, and it lasts for 10 to 15 minutes after the birth of the child. So this is a placental stage when the placenta also get released. Okay. Now, in about 28 to 35 days, the uterus return fully to its normal stage by the reduction in the size and the restoration of endometrium of the uterus after 35 to, let's say, 28 days. Now, what is lactation? Simply the name denotes the production of the milk in the female's breast following the birth of the young one. Okay, in the mammals, it is known as lactation. Role of the hormone. अब ये lactation में कौन-कौन से hormone role play करने वाले हैं? Okay, first of all, the stimulus is generated. वो stimulus अब क्या करेगा? Hypothalamus को activate करेगा. That hypothalamus will secrete prolactin releasing hormone. Hypothalamus is not going to release prolactin. ये stimulating hormone को release करेगा. Prolactin releasing hormone via the posterior pituitary, जो कि posterior pituitary release करेंगे. Okay. Prolactin releasing hormone. Prolactin releasing hormone. Okay. So it will be stimulated by this. पहले तो hypothalamus release करेगा prolactin releasing, okay, hormone, and ये अब activate करने वाला है posterior pituitary gland को, so that it will release prolactin. ठीक है. Now the blood vessel will carry the prolactin releasing hormone to the another anterior pituitary gland. Anterior pituitary gland क्या करेगा? It will secrete prolactin into the bloodstream, and the blood vessels will again carry it to the mammary gland and the milk production. So carry the prolactin to the mammary gland, ये blood vessels का काम है. Okay. So what is the role of the hormone? यहाँ पे कौन सा hormone role play कर रहा है? Prolactin releasing hormone, okay, which is stimulated from the hypothalamus. ठीक है, जो कि hypothalamus ने release किया. तो secretion and the storage of the milk, okay, Secretion and the storage of the milk begin after the birth of the young one under the influence of the hormone prolactin. Now, the actual release of the milk, called the milk letdown, require the presence of oxytocin, which brings about contraction of the smooth muscles of the duct with the mammary gland. So यहाँ पे oxytocin का बहुत important role है. Okay. Now, what is colostrum? What is colostrum? After birth, the first milk which comes from the mammary gland of the mother for 2 to 3 days, that is known as colostrum. And this is very thin, yellowish fluid, often filled with pro. Okay, we can say, call it as foremilk. It can be called as foremilk. It contains the cells from the alveoli and it is rich in the protein, that is lactalbumin and lactoprotein. Lactoalbumin and protein दोनों present होते हैं but low in fats. This colostrum. Okay, it contains small amount of antibodies, okay, that provide passive immunity to the newborn infant. Okay, so we can see how the color of the milk get changed. This is the colostrum. The first, we can see 2 to 3 days. Okay, near about the milk, the color is little bit dark. In this way, it goes on changing. Now, what is the composition of the milk? Human milk is composed of fats, casein, lactose, mineral salt, vitamins. It is poor in iron content, vitamin C, and it is present in a very small quantity. It also contains inhibitory peptides and mammary gland. And if the mammary glands are not fully empty, so it will be, we can say the peptide accumulate and inhibit the milk production. Further, the milk production will be stopped if it is not being emptied. Now we have came to the end of the topic, that is the human reproduction. We have covered up all the lectures. Okay, in 1 to 5 lecture, total 5 lectures where we have completed all this whole chapter, human reproduction. So thank you. I hope you have understood the concept of this chapter. Thank you for watching.